biscuits here. That means we're ready to go. What a cutie. I know that these readings get to be long and sometimes tedious, and I feel like, you know, there's so many messages and I'd like to keep it short, sweet, and simple and do everything in 5 minutes. But this is learning to slow down and honor the time for the messages and honor the natural patterning. And this is how we have the experiences to heal. Okay, now I want to just speak to the moon. You know, we're having a fall, or we've had a fall, but this fall is going to elevate us with our 8 of Cups. And we're going to create the 10 with the connection to the 2. We spoke about this in our last message in part 2. So we're going to heal our impulses with our passions. The mother and father, the fire and water are going to come together and work. Now, let's see what that's connected to. What's that connected to? Let's get our message from the Moon Oracle. Let the phases of the moon guide you. And yes, we are. Oh, I thought a card was already flipped over. I want to say I'm sending extra special healing vibes during this time. We're having an ending to begin again. As we spoke about in part 2, there's a new door that's opening. It's connected to our life's purpose and this elevation and this healing from this level of the devil energies again. This is a big one, guys. This is a big one. This is how we're going to really clear up this artificial hack of this artificial matrix. And this is what being a member of the 144 is all about. And this has nothing to do with hierarchy and that. And we know that. By this time on the expansion, we have so many humble charges. I get how hard it is to show up sometimes, but that's healing from the negative and expanding with the positive. There are times in my life I didn't want to show up. I just wanted to be drunk as fuck. Go on benders. Showing up, it's where the healing happens. We just need to remember to take a rest right now. I really feel like we need to take a rest. We're really focusing right now on taking a rest. So remember, if you've overexpanded with the masculine, you need to honor the feminine. If you've overexpanded with the feminine, honor the masculine. You've taken too much rest. If you've taken too much time for rejuvenation, made too much time for intimacy, now you're going to expand with the energy. Now you're going to, you know, be in creation, doing something with movement, with action. And this is where knowing ourselves and knowing our patterning really, really helps us. Okay, guys. This has to do with an ending. But with this ending, there'll be a beginning. And we're going to find our way. 10 of Swords, the Hierophant, and the Way. Has to do with the balance. You know, Sagittarius was on the bottom of the deck in part 2. We pulled some more cards, but there's so much Sagittarius here showing up here as well. The 9 of Wands and working with the moon in Sagittarius, where we've restored the balance with the sun and the moon, and this is connected to the rest and healing from the separation, the 4 of Swords and the 4 of Cups. And that now activating with the King of Swords. And now once again too, we've got seed energy and we're going into the heart of the matter. We've untwisted it with the masculine and become analytical. And we're revealing our light with our truth connected to the 8 of Cups, where we walked away that what wasn't in alignment with our soul. We spoke about that in part 2, and it's bringing us back to the 6 of Cups. And the elements of creation with the three of wands. That's what's going to allow us to heal from crisis. And the 7 of swords. This artificial hack, this artificial matrix trying to take us out. Hello. Thanks for showing up, Spirit. So we're going to heal with our individuality. This is all this firepower that is within these messages today. And that's how we're healing from being imprisoned. And we're getting a promotion with the element of air. But of course, it's through a challenge. But this challenge is going to give us an idea. Everything we talked about in part 2. And it's going to put us in fulfillment with the mother and in a harmony. We're going to play our tune. Remember, we saw that harp in part 2. This is connected to a vibration, a frequency and energy, and it's a harmony. The musician is here. And this is expanding with the sun and Jupiter and Virgo. And this harmony, we know harmony is a negotiation. All right. So our individuality is going to help us heal from our impulses. Buds. As the light from the moon increases, all competition falls away in your path, and you realize that there is an inevitability and singularity to your chosen course of action. During this phase of the moon, you feel a strong driving force to complete your destiny. Wow, that says everything. But we know it's connected to a promotion. As the moon reaches this phase in its cycle, there is more sunlight than shadow, and symbolically, whatever the subject of concern, more light will be shed on the matter now. So the divine is helping us through this. It is a time for bringing things into the open, putting your cards on the table, or promoting your vision with enthusiasm. Moon in Gemini, this is the stage at which it is ideal to carry out the hard shell. The idea is sound, and all that is left is to obtain complete approval. But remember, we're having a challenge in order to get here. The moon's light is lessening, and her face is now half light, half dark. This is a time in the cycle of the moon when a critical phase is reached, and you are faced with the challenge of setting up new ideas or concepts to replace the old established ones. You can no longer live in the past and must adapt. Moon in Gemini. There is a need to go back to school, as it were, to take in new information and to find out just what the rest of the world is thinking. So look, we've connected to our singularity, but we've also are connecting to the rest of the world. And remember, we spoke about this in part 1, where this has to do with the Queen of Cups. And this is working with Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. And we know she's helping us to see through our illusions. Now, guys, I want to get a little bit more tarot. Now, I was looking at these cards, they're brand new. No idea which suit is which suit. I tried to look it up online, trying to figure this out. I'm gonna try to figure it out as best as I can and just see what comes up. I still felt called to have them here today because I really feel like we're in a time, you know, where we're falling down the rabbit holes again in order to expand. It has to do with this 7 of Cups connection, 5 of Swords connection. You know, when we're connected to the 5 of Swords, we're having this transformation of the mind to heal with the devil energies, from the devil energies, but it's activating as we heal the 2 of Cups. Eight of Cups. Queen of Cups connection. Message right there from the universe. Had a little interruption there. It's not royalty-free healing music. I wish the YouTube didn't care, but they will. All right. This harmony, this is connected to the musician, this message. Still getting to know these cards. Hoping to figure out what suit is what. Somebody knows. Send me a message, email me, or just rate it in the comments. The Queen of Teacups. Well, I'm pretty sure that's the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Teacups. We just talked about her right here, helping us to see through our illusions. The Three of Hedgehogs. Expanding through the earth. I'm sure that's what the hedgehogs are. And we're expanding through the earth from the Five. Remember, this is about our lack of. We're healing from our lack of, where we don't feel supported by the earth. But we're creating that because 5 plus 3 is 8. So we're going to achieve growth with the 8 of hedgehogs. We know we're working with the Emperor. We're working with the masculine. We're laser focusing with the masculine right now. We just spoke about that. And that's how this is connected to Aries, because we know that here we're expanding with Aries, the Sun, and Jupiter. That's what's happening here. And we're doing this, now we've restored balance with the Chariot. So, masculine and feminine, the sun and moon, the dark and the light are in alignment with the moon, thanks to the moon. That's what the new moon in Gemini is helping us to do, and that makes sense. The new moon in Gemini, and we're expanding with love with the Page of Teacups here. But in doing so, we remember that this love is for all of life. Look at how cute that little kitty is. Our connection to the Three of Spears and the Five of Teacups. Now, guys, I'm wondering if the spears is the swords. It's either the swords or the wands, but I'm thinking it must be the swords. And we know that this is about the 5. We just spoke about this in part 1. We got this. This is part of the message. When Patch flew over and split into 3 groups. Where'd the 5 go now? Right here. So we're having an ending, and now if this is the swords, we also have flowers too. Is the flowers the wands, or is this the wands? Guys, I really need to figure these cards out. Let's see what the spears say. Ready for action. So the spears are the wands. So that means that the flowers are the air. So we're in a time of action to heal from the 5 of Cups, and this is overaction. We're going to manifest how to heal from over forcing ourselves, over creating with the masculine. And we're going to activate this within the mind, and then there it is. We're going to heal with the star. And we're going to grow something through the earth, with the earth. That's what we've been talking about with Bee Spirit here and everything we've been discussing. With that turtle. Here it is. I can hardly wait to expand off this next time we see each other, guys. Love, light, and healing energies sent your way to create today. I look forward to seeing you then when we expand. Until then, you know I'm sending it to you. Those good healing vibes. And next time we expand, I want to get a message from what's happening between the new moon and the full moon. We're going to go here. All right, guys. I love you. It's a sign. Look what time we're done. It's a message.